Have you ever stopped to wonder who really pulls the strings behind our justice system? Let me take you behind closed doors, where judicial misconduct becomes a weapon, not just an act of negligence, but an orchestrated abuse of power. This is another chapter in our series, Corruption Unveiled. Prepare to see what lies beneath the surface, truths that will change how you view justice forever. Picture this: a judge silently conspiring with law enforcement, lawyers, even mental health professionals. Sounds like a crime novel plot, right? But this is real life. Together they form an invisible battalion, not to uphold justice, but to crush a single human rights victim. Their motive? Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it's securing political gain. Sometimes it's as personal as silencing someone who just knows too much. For victims, the game is horrifying. Imagine walking into a courtroom, believing in the scales of justice, not realizing they've already been tipped against you. Every player, the attorney, the magistrate, even the impartial mental health assessor, is piece of a well-oiled corruption machine. Stack after stack of legal complexities suffocates the victim, while media interference spins the narrative into an outright betrayal. The targeted individual doesn't just face one enemy, they face a system. These networks don't collide by accident. They are calculated. Law enforcement manipulates evidence. Mental health professionals write biased evaluations to question credibility and competing interests. They fuel the fire by orchestrating harm that cuts deeper than legal outcomes, leading to financial devastation, societal alienation, and irreparable mental scars. But here's why this matters more than we think. Judicial corruption sets a precedent. When one victim is targeted and destroyed, others are watching. The public trust in the entire justice framework starts crumbling. More people begin doubting their power to seek true accountability, spiraling into hopelessness. The question is, why does no one talk about this? Why do victims' cries dissolve in silence? The answer lies with what I call the faceless puppeteers, those hidden alliances benefiting from your ignorance. Breaking this cycle requires pulling back the curtain, one string at a time. It starts by raising questioning minds who demand more transparency and accountability. The more we learn, the more we crack their veneer of power. So, the next time you hear a case that seems oddly slanted, ask yourself, what forces are at work here? It's time we stop this weaponization of the justice system. Who's ready to unravel the ties of judicial misconduct? Don't let their silence be your silence, too. Keep watching Corruption Unveiled as we continue to uncover the unseen.